Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. I'm gonna give you an overview of this article. It's fairly long. There's a link in the description, but more than it being long, it's actually quite complicated, or rather, I'm finding it a little bit complicated. I am a little bit simple though. It's in essence in regards to an extremely tragic situation. Well, hopefully it's not as tragic as I fear, and I might be providing quite a hefty amount of speculation, opinion-based speculation, which could be entirely wrong. I might be saying a few things during the course of this video. As I mentioned, there's a link in the description. It's in regards to Harmony Montgomery, who has been missing since late 2019, perhaps November, perhaps December, and she wasn't reported as being missing until a few months back. And that in itself gives me great cause for concern. Also, it's been stated by the father's relatives, the father's brother and the father's uncle. It's been stated that the father was responsible for beating Harmony before she disappeared. So, seemingly, potentially, allegedly, the father, Adam Montgomery, 30 years of age, is an absolute POS scumbag. Seemingly, his own relatives state that he beat Harmony when she was only 5 years of age. And that was, prior to her going missing. So, unfortunately, in my mind, and I pray that I'm wrong, but I fear the worst for Harmony. So, and to me, I know this is a silly thing for me to say, but doesn't she look like the sweetest young girl? She's 5 years of age. We'll have a look at a few pictures of her. There she is. She's still missing. So, of course, if anyone does know of her whereabouts, or if anyone has any information, to contact the relevant authorities. She's been missing from the Manchester area of New Hampshire. There's a $150,000 reward for information leading to Harmony. So I would say I would give my personal praise to the police. I think that's I like the sound of high rewards. I don't know what I'm talking about, but my feeling would be that a high reward is more likely to yield a result. And we wouldn't everyone like to get a result on this? Wouldn't everyone like to find Harmony safe and well? That would be the ideal, of course. She's been missing for more than 2 years, since late 2019. Sorry. Yeah. So late 2019, more than 2 years. Close to 2.5 years. I know I'm rambling. So, there's another picture of Harmony. Doesn't she look to be the sweetest? Apparently, she has an issue with one of her eyes. I did make a video in regards to Harmony when she was first reported as being missing. That was a few months back. And I can't remember the details, but she has a problem with one eye. I don't think she's quite blind in one eye, but she has an issue. So, as I say, this is a big muddle, this situation. The father is currently in jail. He has been in jail since January of this year. And in relation to his treatment of Harmony, if I found the place in the article, we'll know exactly why. And this article is telling us that he's further been indicted on an assault charge for hitting Harmony. So as I mentioned, the father's brother and the father's uncle have completed, or whatever the right term is, they've provided a police affidavit. Perhaps I'm using the incorrect terms there, but they've provided a witness statement or such, claiming that the father, Adam Montgomery, gave Harmony a black eye. Now, a child protective services worker around the time or prior to Harmony's disappearance, so prior to November 2019, a Child Protective Services worker visited Harmony Montgomery's home, or Adam Montgomery's home, and they concluded that there was no wrongdoing in regards to Harmony's black eye. So the Child Protective Services worker that did some level of investigation prior to Harmony's disappearance, they said, no, everything's fine, no problems here, which is completely contrary to what the father's brother and the father's uncle are saying. So as the article tells us, Adam Montgomery, the father, has now been charged on misdemeanor charges of interference with custody and endangering the welfare of a child. He's pleaded not guilty. Now, in addition to this situation, Adam Montgomery's estranged wife has also also been indicted by the grand jury on a felony charge of theft by deception, in which she claimed that Harmony was living at her household from November 2019 to June 2021, when that was not the case, seemingly. So she was claiming to the health department that the little girl, Harmony, was living with her, when it turns out that that was not the case. Why would she do such a thing? Well, purportedly so that she could receive food stamp benefits, purportedly, but could it be for another reason? So allow me to throw in a little bit of speculation here, but could it have been for another reason? Could it have been to cover the fact that Harmony had gone missing, the fact that Harmony had died, had been killed? Speculation on my part, total speculation. We don't know. We do not know. All we know is that Harmony was last seen November, December 2019. That's all we know. My speculation would be that she died at the hands of her father. My further speculation would be that potentially the father's estranged wife, so if I'm correct, not the mother of Harmony, but the father's estranged wife, has attempted to assist with the cover-up of Harmony being missing and Harmony having died. Speculation on my part. I could be entirely wrong. Of course, I hope I am entirely wrong. I hope that Harmony is safe somewhere and will be found and will be housed by proper parents, not these scumbags. As I mentioned at the beginning, I think I mentioned, this is a complicated, murky situation. And what may complicate things even further is the recent and sudden death of the father's current girlfriend, who you see in this picture here. Her name's Kelsey Smalls, and she was found dead in a Manchester hotel room on March the 13th. She was found dead just a couple of weeks ago, less than 2 weeks ago. Police have said that her death is not suspicious. So perhaps the father's current girlfriend dying, perhaps that isn't a part of this puzzle. Perhaps that's, and I don't mean this offensively, but perhaps that's irrelevant in regards to the discussion of the young girl, Harmony Montgomery. Yeah, but I don't know, it's just another odd piece to this situation. Could be irrelevant, but a little bit odd. So both the estranged wife, Kayla Montgomery, and the father, both of them have pleaded not guilty. So the father has pleaded not guilty essentially to having endangered the welfare of a child, and the estranged wife, Kayla Montgomery, is pleading not guilty to claiming that she was a member of her household, for 2 years. I'm sorry, I know this is more muddled of a video than I normally make. It's just there are so many different, I don't know, this whole situation is weaving in and out of itself. It's hard, for me at least, to keep track of it. So the article gives us a few more details, some of which seems to perhaps be incorrect, could be typos. Some of these articles do make errors. I'm feeling that there perhaps is an error made here. An arrest affidavit alleges that the father who has a history of criminal offences, including drug abuse. An affidavit claimed that the father punched Harmony in the face and gave her a black eye in July 2021. I think that's an error. I think perhaps it should be saying July 2019. Yes, I think it should be saying July 2019. And the article tells us that the Harmony Montgomery's father, Adam Montgomery, his uncle, has said that the father admitted to having beaten Harmony around the house. Yeah, so apparently the father has admitted to his uncle that he has beaten Harmony, that he would spank Harmony, force her to stand in a corner for hours, make her scrub the toilet with her own toothbrush. So, according to the uncle, the father is an absolute POS, piece of, an absolute scumbag. So that's really the pertinent information there. Again, apologies for the muddledness of this video. I think it is mostly due to the nature of the information. It is very intertwining. It's very complicated for me, at least. So I'm going to wrap things up here. If you do see any value in this type of content, this type of video, please do give me a little bit of encouragement. I like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to try to be making multiple videos in regards to true crime every day. Every day. Also, what I'd like to be able to do, whether or not it happens, I'm not sure, but I would like to be in some way responsible for forming a community of those people that like these types of topics, those people like yourselves that are listening at this late part of this video, those people like yourselves that have an interest in this kind of topic. I feel that, and I could be entirely wrong, but I feel that people like yourselves that are interested in this type of content are likely kind, empathetic people that have, that are caring for other people, particularly children, perhaps. I don't know, good people is kind of what I'm saying. So I'd like to perhaps be partly responsible for having a community around this channel, which is healthy. There are other true crime channels which are not healthy. So I'm not interested in forming an unhealthy true crime channel, drama based and all of that. Not interested in that, but I am interested in trying to foster some level of community amongst us, amongst those that, I don't know, are reasonable and conscientious about this kind of thing, caring about this kind of thing. Anyway, I'll thank you very much for your time. And again, there is a link in the description if you'd like to attempt to unravel this situation. And of course, finally, but not least, prayers for Harmony. She seems like the sweetest young girl. And of course, I do, you do, we all do pray and hope, wish that she is found safe. Unfortunately, I'm not that confident. I hope that justice is served. I hope this scumbag is locked away for an extremely long time. If the estranged wife, if she is also in any way responsible for the aiding of a cover-up or such, whatever it happens to be, I hope the justice system throws as much force against all relevant parties as is possible, So again, I'll thank you for your time.